Okay, should be live. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Kings playing some lead song. I tried out that whatchamacallit game, Super Wash Simulator. One of the worst games I've ever played, hands down. I was playing this game off stream as one of my off stream games, but I really like it. So I think we're gonna start again and start from scratch. You guys can see the game from the beginning. Okay. Okay, so we gotta figure out our stuff. This depends on what our pronouns are gonna be. So, man, obviously. Okay, so we need to choose what our lives were beforehand. This is where it makes the most sense. So I think it should come down to like knowledge didn't seem to help me all that much. I think it did in that like one situation, but like finesse is one that I saw. Diplomacy could also help as well. So I think I'm gonna do diplomacy this time. So I have a keepsake. This one helps with grants a bundle of leather pigments for more creative freedom early on. For folks playstyle grants a unique family heirloom passed down through our generations. For story focused playstyle. It doesn't really tell me what it does. This one gives me some stuff beginning with. For optimization, playstyle grants a bottle of precious liquor to boost your progress. I don't know what that means, but we want our progress boosted. We want to follow kind of the game, so I guess we'll go with this one. Crimson. Okay. Saffron. That's it? Okay. So I don't think it has anything to do with anything, so... Iris flutters, regain consciousness. You're faintly surprised to find yourself alive. Either death did not come for you, or when it did, it found you unyielding. You'll awaken. Sit up. Get your bearings. You're in a tent. No sign of caretaker, apart from half-empty water pail and a damp cloth on your brow. Peek out of the tent, squinting against the sunlight. Outside, as far as the eye can see, stretches a chaotic sprawl of tents, shelters, churned mud, and shallow graves. Most of the rations are gone. Your horse is already dying when your fever took you, and its body's nowhere to be seen, most likely soup. That's not good. Journey to the keep. Arian's keep, where everyone's trying to go, because apparently there's magic to keep the end of the world at bay. Apparently there's a forge outside the tent, complete with an anvil. For 100 days, or that mysterious caretaker bring you here. Either way, anvil gives you a feeling of home. It's just the forge's condition. It seems that there's been abandoned for some time, lacking anyone with the skill to work it, but it won't require much effort to get running again. You need to make a living out here. Hopefully it won't come to that. First, you should head to the gates and try to secure entry. Alright, short tutorial will teach you how to play. Just follow closely. Alright. Teach me how to play the game. Alright, rotate the camera. Never been a big fan of, like, I've never been a big fan of Alt. Like, cause you have to take your hand almost all the way off the freaking, the mouse and keyboard to get to Alt. I'm really a big fan of it. It just feels unnatural. Take your thumb off the spacebar. Okay. So, we want to start with length. Light or heavy hammer hits. I've actually never seen light or heavy do anything different. Waiting for the blade length to hit required thing. There we go. Maybe make it a little bit longer because we have like a bar that's like this. People on vertical can't see it, but that's fine. Alright. Larger changes your blade, you can build up the strength with heavy hits. The hammer to its highest position for a heavy hit. The longer the chain hits, the more the blade changes with each hit. So Savannah, tap, 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 you can just go boom, boom, and it'll go further and further and further, get longer, longer, longer. Okay. Just waiting for the next thing to pop up. Alright. All blade lengths met the requirements earlier, but okay. Let's flatten the blade. With thickness. Alright. Change the thickness ability. Feel free to use the light or heavy hits as you please. Too bad that boing doesn't actually exist after the tutorial, so you know where the right spots are at. You just guess as you play. Okay. We have impact, mobility, and stiffness maxed out to 3. Primary point on the sword. So we gotta go boom, go to point, go to this. Oh, like, wait for it to go boing. Usually right here on the far left, well, vertical can't see it, it'll say point and it'll say, it'll give me like what type of point it wants, like nearly a point, narrow point, stuff like that. Cross-section ability makes the makes the blade sharp. We're gonna sharpen the blade now. Now we can keep technically doing it if we want the blade to be sharper and sharper and sharper. But the game only wants it right there. The edge of the blade is now sharp. You can further adjust the shape of the cross section. Keep hammering until the hexagon shape becomes diamond. Yep. Great blade is now complete. Go to the hilt mode. Hilt mode allows you to access the library's sword parts and complete your sword. Like the guard from the library. Patch guard. In the hilt mode, accessing parts cost resources. Keep an eye on the resource panel to see how much you're spending. Add a grip. So yeah, we've used 13 steel. We have a total of 22. So yeah, most of these all look relatively the same. What button is it again? Oh yeah, it's E and W. Go back and forth. Okay, they look relatively the same. Comes down to how much wood it costs you, really. Alright, two-handed. Second grip. This is where I have a problem with it. It's just like, it has this little like indentation. It doesn't look right. Nothing you can really do about it in the beginning. Later, when you have the ability to extend, you can extend this grip all the way out. And too bad I can't flip it. Like A and D can rotate it, but that just rotates it up and down, so that doesn't help either. I could do that, which would be retarded, but yeah, as of right now, there's nothing I can really do about it. Yeah. I guess we'll just put it there and just deal with it. Then you have this different type of pummel. Okay, there we go. Okay. You can detach sword parts again by clicking on them. You can get resources back, so feel free to experiment. It just shows all abilities that have been used on the blade. You can visit abilities, edit, and delete the number of... Next to the applied ability shows its intensity. Editing abilities has no cost. Feel free to experiment. So we can go back to here, and then we can flip it. Which changes it, makes it go the opposite direction instead of like forward, like making it more narrow. It'll like... I think we're on the width, so technically regular hammer and make it wider, and then flipping it will make it narrow. Now we can offer the thing to the dude. Takes the sword, jabs into his shadow experiment, a slogan crosses his face. This should do the trick. Here's your payment. First sword's done. It's always nameless sword. I'm guessing at some point we get the ability to name the sword. I don't know. You're finishing your first sword. Another customer awaits. It's weird how like These are all 1 points because of the tutorial. But they're not 1 point. They're like 6 and 8 points apiece. 4 points for lucky. Word's already spread around the camp that there's a new smith. The next customer is a weary-looking man with a bald pate. With a bald pate? Okay. His hollow eyes darting back and forth. Heard you came down from the wasting fever. Lucky you'd be alive, you are. Anyway, can you modify this sword for me? I scavenged it from the ruins, but it hasn't got enough of a point to it. I want something you can stab into a thief's belly if need. Hands you a sword with a sharp edge but rounded tip. As you hold it up to the light, he leans forward conspiratorially. I've only had this blade 3 days, and I've felt people's just eyes on it. They come for it in the night. I want to be able to give them a short, sharp stab. Okay. Oh, never been a big fan of the game pushing it right there. It's kind of like a weird, awkward spot. Alright, so, he wants an arrow point. So, we need to go to point. Then go to the point. Drag this out. I'm going to go until the thing on the left says an arrow point. That's in the checkbox, which it did. Alright, so that's done. Takes the sword and tests the point, smiling bead of blood that draws well as its fingertip. We did this to it. Then he stows it away, glancing around the camp, and as he does so, folks out here take everything from you. Remain vigilant. Keep an eye out. Yep. Some old tools, got 15 bucks. Most of the money's gonna go towards either buying steel and wood, and then most likely towards if we can afford the books, we'll unlock more recipes. Dungeon scraps and useful resources. Okay, so yeah, so you have this action point stuff. Like, for you guys on the one thing, it's right here. There's like a little list of what stuff's available up here. So you take those action points and you can do stuff with it. Yeah, right now the only action points we have available is 1. And it costs me 1 action point to scrap these, which gives me a 14 steel. So yeah. Your action points are spent, it's time to end the day. Okay. So, daily upkeep, which I'm not sure where the daily upkeep is coming from. Especially since I'm not sure what the $20 is being spent. We're living in it next to it. Blacksmith already exists in a tent. Are we paying $20? Food? Like, where's that $20 coming from? I don't know. Can't really say. Alright, so now we want to go to the outer gate and get told to piss off. I have diplomacy. I doubt our diplomacy is going to work. Passage usually keeps barred with the colossal gate taller than the ship's mast. It was built to withstand enemy attacks, but since the Masked King's ascension, it mainly keeps out desperate masses seeking his protection. I don't have any knowledge, so it's not going to work. Oh, it actually worked this time, okay. Weird. Like, last time I actually had 3 knowledge, because that's one I chose, and it failed. This time I have 0 knowledge, and it worked. Like, okay. There I guess. For a city's survival this long past the sundering, it must have extraordinary defenses. You've heard that some surviving outposts have guardian dragons or shroud of impenetrable fog, but none have a protection as Aaron's Keep. So technically this isn't the last location. Didn't know that because my guy never said this last time. But there are other locations that exist. Those songs never ended. Attackers, humans or otherwise, are simply unable to breach the dome. Poisonous miasma? That's technically what that word is. Dissipates harmlessly against it. Plagues are kept at bay within the sanctuary. Crops grow without withering. Water runs clean, and people can sleep without fear. Miracles can exist in the world without the voices. Surely there's hope for the future. You are now inspired. I got inspiration because I got that to succeed. That made my diplomacy go up. Approach the gate. As you approach, the portcullis rises to emit a caravan, and chaos breaks out. It swells like a rising tide. Refugees push forward, begging for entry, and the guards batter them back with their shields. Merchant wagon barrels through, their drivers using horsewhips to lash stragglers out of the way. Call attention of the guard. Huh? What do you want? He gazes down like a fisherman disappointed with the catch. I want to enter the keep. You a citizen or you got a worker's permit? Nope. Then get out of here. That wasting my time. Applicant, that's the enthusiast. Got another word in the back of my head, I can't pronounce it. Euphemism. The guards use to refer to the desperate hordes camping out at their gate. Has a nicer ring when you suppose than refugee. Every person that comes here is begging is a doctor or master glassmaker. You're Smith, prove it. Suppose you can't, but tell the truth. But I got a sword too. Does that make me a Smith? Boss off, little fly. I'll buy him back in the butt later. Nicely done. You finished the tutorial. From today, you'll have more action points to spend. You'll be able to complete every commission. So pick ones you like the sound of. The game will open up from here. Don't be afraid to explore. Okay, so we have 8 points. We have 35 bucks. It gave us a bunch of wood and stuff to just get started. Alright, so now we can check to see what they want. Material leather, $23, 400 bucks. She's giving me no money though. One pushes your anvil, her face gray with worry and exhaustion. She has a small boy hanging around her ankle, sucking his thumb. His hunger hollowed face, making his eyes stand out like dinner plates. You're a smith, right? You make swords? I've already lost 2 children on the road. Yeah, but if we're looking at like money, like we're gonna need money. Like this one, for even one last point. Granted, it's a little bit more steel, but the money's like 3 times most. This guy gives me gold. The problem is like I only have 8 points, which means I can only do one thing with all these. I think I could do this Viola one as well, but need a sword, eh? Punchman. So which one do we do? Do you want to make the sword for the woman? Like has no money? I'm 4 years old. Guess we'll help the woman out, though we're not going to really get much from it. Okay, so length is not very long. Using some speed doing this, but it doesn't matter, we'll get the speed back up later. Okay. Thickness. Yep. With... Let's have a clock. Let me open the door. Be able to come inside. It does come down with that. Point. He wants a broad point. Okay. Interesting. Then I'm gonna go to cross section. It only needs 1 sharpness, I guess. I guess that's it for the blade. One-handed. Need leather. Now, the problem is with this is that it needs leather 3, require at least 3. And if I put this on here, that doesn't even do 2. I'd have to either put leather on the pobble or this thing, which doesn't make any sense. It cost me 2 leather to do that. Technically, everything's checkmarked. I can offer to her. looks ridiculous like that, but there's nothing I can do because I can't extend the grip at all to compensate for that. I just don't have the knowledge, not knowledge, yeah, the book currently. So yeah, I guess that's it. Take the sword in trembling hands, testing its weight. Her grip is uncertain, but her eyes are hard. It's heavier than I expected. Goes off to her son, who's playing in the dirt nearby, looks up. Fingers black with mud. Come here, Thom. His name's Thom. Okay. Stay close to Mama. Okay. Thank you, Smith. I pray I never have to use this, but if I do, well, I think it'll do the job. I don't know what it's going to be doing. You have a really broad point. It's not going to be able to stab anybody with it. You can slash at them, but you're not going to be able to stab anybody with it. Not very good. Got 3 broken cartwheels, which I can get for wood, or I can sell them for money. I have learned a skill point from that. Okay, so we can go. Does that? This allows me to advance cross-section controls, and I think that part scaling is what I want, so I can extend the stuff from make them bigger. I just extend the grips, so I can instead of using just one. Or adding 2 grips to each other, I just take 1 grip and then extend it until it reaches the thing. That way it actually looks like a complete thing instead of having 2 grips just sitting next to each other. Makes it look ridiculous. We've got 2 points, so I guess we'll just... Theoretically, we could do this. Because it's only $10, it's not really worth the time, I think, personally. But 20 XP. Like, yeah, these are like super worthless, I think. Look at this useless piece of Ross. Fed up with pretending this can kill a man. To get back to working order? I guess we can take it. But... Alright, so she wants us... Sharpness and a regular point. Okay. Let's go to cross-section and... How did we get this last time? How I did it last time. Taper thickness. Okay. No impact to it. What's a regular point? I think that's it. Alright, she hefts the weapon with satisfaction, testing its balance. Good as new, maybe better. Why, I bet it would you can slice the lips from a man's eye before... Could slice the lids from a man's eyes before he can blink. Here's Smith. Names will not your name. $10. Ooh. Add a lot up. Okay. I've got 1 point left. Let's just, I guess, scrap this. That'll give me 8 wood. On the day. We made $48. $20 just for upkeep. Alright, we want to go to the camp now. And explore. Okay. Outside the walls of Aaron's Keep, desperate souls gather in a makeshift tents pleading for entry. We want to introduce ourselves to the neighbors. He's going to have a big part later. Tents near you are mostly occupied by unfriendly, suspicious folks. They spit on the ground when you approach and ward you off with their threatening gestures. There's one exception, however, a young woman who actually smiles as you approach, though her eyes are haunted and hollow. Young woman, glad to see you're feeling better. You were on death's door for a while there. You looked after me? Not exactly. I dragged you to safety after you fell off your horse. Thank you for that. No problem. An old woman did most of the nursing. I checked in now and then, and she told me you were still recovering. Where is she anyway? I haven't seen her in days. Oh, that's what she said, okay. I'm sure you assume she was a relative of yours. From some kind of old soul. Count your blessings, there are not many of those around in this camp. Nice to see a friendly face. Good to meet you too. Name's Chev, short for Shavana. Okay. If only my mother calls that. She's been dead for 10 years. That's not good. Painfully thin, covered in grime, much like everyone else in the camp. She's the first person seen smile, though. What do you imagine goes on in Aaron's Keep? Forget the civilization used to look like. But as long as it's better than here, you know. Aaron's Keep, everyone eats better like an emperor. It's safer in there. Skin looks after his people. Set up shop, build a real business, not just scrap by. Make it sound so easy. Wish I had a skill I could build a business around. All I know is people survive one day to the next. Lapse in silence. Somewhere in the distance, a scream rings out, and you both try to ignore it. Scrap pillar. Okay. Be careful, Lost City, though. The place gives me the shivers. Say your goodbyes. Before you leave, she grabs your arm, wild desperation in her eyes. I'm stuck here for weeks, and not everyone in the camp is as friendly as you. Not sure how much longer I can last. Do me a favor, if you get in there and skip before me, find a fellow named Lucas Borean. He's my uncle. If he knew I was out here to help me, I'm sure of it. Okay, sure. I almost got there in my playthrough when I was playing. Scavenge for food. There's a family over here. Father, mother, gaggle of children. Grandmother with a face like an ancient apple. Even a dog rolling on his back in the dirt. Tongue waggling, rough-looking sorts. Filthy and gaunt, but you're not exactly presentable yourself these days. You get closer to the man twitches aside his cloak to reveal a heavy wooden club. His wife's hands dart to a dagger in her belt. The dog snarls, hackles raised. They'll look at you carefully, waiting for the next move. Let's introduce ourselves. Hello there, stranger. Name's Bennett. Okay. Smiles. One woman smiles. Lifts her hand from the dagger. Okay. This one's named Clodo. Her name. Keeps the vultures away. Human vultures. Okay. Bug lifts up his lips in a snarl as you approach, but in the last moment, it lowers its head and allows you to scratch it behind the ears. Clodo seems to like him. That's good enough for me. Where'd you find all this food? Fill up the truck. 2 months he's been outside. Offer to trade, they'll take the nippers in and keep them safe. If Trina and I work ourselves to death in their minds, then who will look after old Gilda, huh? Now, last time I chose the option, agree she shouldn't survive out here a long time. It didn't end well. I'm gonna go with the other option. Okay. You're now well fed, which I'm guessing gives you probably more action points. I'm 10 action points now, so this gives me your hearty meal has stability for the day, increased AP and toughness. We have 1 toughness, and we have 3 diplomacy and 0 knowledge and 0 finesse. Okay. So the job currently's are 1 from Bennett. Approaches you with anvil, Clodo trotting faithfully beside him. Dog's tail wags in recognition as he spots you. Good tidings, Smith. Just thought I'd drop by and take a look at your forge. It's a nice little setup you've got here, ain't it? I was lucky. Forge was here. That is a shred of luck. A lot of bandit stuff lying around the camp. People die, leave their things behind. Okay. Hey, true Smith. In a social call, look for commission blade from you. Experience with weapons? I have swords, no, but I keep order in an old tavern. Okay. Camp's a dangerous place. Getting more dangerous by the day. Could do with a good sword-pecking family. I have much coin, but I got some stuff to barter. Okay. Sure, I guess. Alright, so nothing crazy, so I guess we'll just start with the length. Hammering to the length reaches the requirements. Go. Then we'll lower the thickness. You're gonna go Colt. Alright, he wants a narrow point. Give him get a narrow point. Okay, and then cross section. That's as most we can get from the sharpness. I think we need to go to taper thickness, maybe? Here we go. Okay, I can get these on here. Just goes down from that. Why would the sharpness go down from having the grip? That's something I don't fully understand. But according to the game, that's how that works. Alright, so we need to go back and go taper width, maybe? Then takes the sword with rubber in its hands. His weathered face lights up. Clotho wags his tail. Don't know much about swords, but this one feels good in my hands. He's a careful practice swings, testing the weapon's weight, reach while Clotho watches approvingly. If any more vultures circle around my family, they'll find more than what they're barking for. Okay. Careful there, Bennett. Okay. A real sword. Okay, looks like we gotta level up from that. So this doesn't really matter with these. Gotta get all three of them anyway before we get to the next one, so. Did that. Got 5 points. Can put that towards, I guess, another job. You're here at night, you know, circling, screeching, getting closer. Foreshadowing. Others say I'm mad, but we left things back in the waste. They didn't see what I did, what it did to my brother, or the way it looked at me and tore from limb for limb. It hung like an animal, it watched me, enjoyed my fear. I'm sure it's followed me all this way. I just make swords. Do you want one or not? I don't know what a sword can do against something like that, but I figured having a sword is better than not having anything at all. Okay. Right. Keep clicking Alt. So blade length. We'll have 26 steel. Can't buy more steel until literally nighttime when I go check the other location. I think a little bit probably too narrow. Oh well. Okay. That's all she needed. Okay. Fancy. She weighs the blade in her hand. The balance is perfect when it comes. I won't hesitate. Not like before. Not like when I ran and when I left him. Quality craftsmanship that. It'll see your beast off. It can only do as much. You don't know how to use it. Heard it again last night. Closer than ever. Let it come. I'm not scared anymore. She's probably gonna get killed. Oh no. Alright, we got 2 points left. I'm gonna salvage this. I'm gonna salvage that. More iron. Then we want to go end the day. Then we want to go to a 9 to 5 bucks. Lost City. Alright. Lost City is just used to be part of Aaron's Keep, and then it wasn't getting the same protection as the rest of it. Now it's turned into a nightmare shithole. I'm not reading that, by the way. It's just pretty much what I've gotten at. Alright, we want to seek the scrap peddler. I'm not gonna read this. He's nasty. He's like falling apart. He acts like kind of like Golem. Not contagious, I swear, is it? Okay. Can I see your wares? What kind of stuff? It's like dark places. Points down vaguely downwards, the mule reaches through those belts to expire. Good at hiding, and he acts like he's contagious, but he's not. I swear, is it? For many things. Alright. I'm head back. Now we can technically purchase from him. You just locked your first vendor. Any point during the day, you can visit the vendors and buy resources. Alright. Now we're being threatened by a thief man. I don't have any finesse. So you have to choose slave to get this, which is almost like I think feels better because I think finesse actually applies like a lot more. I'm sure this is going to come down to literally just failure. Me having to make him a sword. Yeah, they're just gonna force me to make it. Like, I tried before to, like, not do that, but it just does it anyway. I'm short a little bit of money. I could probably get the next thing from this guy. Next book, because you need all these books, really. I only have 21. Definitely want to sell this to him. Sell both of these. Could use the wood as well. The money, I think, is more important right now. So let's get one of these books. I want to get, I think... Does that have heavy hands? Doesn't look like it. One books then. Try to get this up to 30 if we can. Goodbye, peddler. Okay, so Thief wants what for his weapon? I guess we have everything for it, so we just get it over with. Instead of waiting several days like I did before. Like, it technically doesn't do anything if we don't work on it like right away, so there's that. The regular points. Gave a plus speed to it. Doesn't look right. Ability went down. Mobility goes down way more on that with that one. This one. Mobility doesn't go down with that one, so we'll give him that. I think that's it. Practice swings, grading wider with each slash. Now that's more like it. It's a real weapon. No one's gonna mess with me now. There's a blade grinning like a cat with a mouse in its claws. You did good work, Smith. Real good work. Blair, I'm silent. You kept your word, so I'll keep mine. No more midnight visits from us. But if I were you, I'd have a real care about who else I make blades for. Don't want anyone getting ideas above their station if you catch my meaning. Walks away. Not the best weapon I've ever made, but, you know. It's for a thief, so who gives a shit? Like, who cares? Just go away. Quest complete to arm a thief. Alright, so we have 15 steel. It's not really enough to do anything with. Yeah, I need to go buy some more. I'm almost out of money. Fuck. I have 2 points left. I can't do really anything with those. Passed away a few days ago. This was his blade. I'm told me it need maintenance, but insisted it was fine. Please some work. Need some work. Fix it up for me? Sure. Did it just for the money. Alright, so she wants sharpness and a narrow point. Go to cross section. Why is there 2 cross sections? I don't know. Oh, there's one for the front and there's one in the back. Shooting sword. Alright, now we're gonna make the point narrow. Which will better, even to my untrained eye. Okay. I don't have anything I can do with my one last point, so I guess I can technically do this Thomas, get another $10. It's the same exact mission. Take 20 XP and I'll take 10 bucks. At this point I need money. Ah! Okay. Midday. 23 bucks, that's all I made. Stay in the Forge camp, I can go back to the Lost City. Almost doubled up. What do I want to do? Speak to Chev, Marauder's tent, steal rations, passing wagon, look around camp. Speak to Chev. First time I got some diplomacy work. Sandrick. Vanessa, even trying to steal anything from the wagon will just get me probably in trouble, most likely. Alright, we have 23 bucks, only 20 steals. We don't even have enough money to really do anything with. So, could get some steel from that mission there. This will give me a mystery reward. Another bag. Mystery reward could be good. Getting gold and steel could be good for later for that other mission I need. But most of this money will have to go to buying just more stuff. Leather, hand in half, blunt point. We'll do this one. Hello, Smith. Nice set we got here. What can I do for you? There's a gang that comes around my tent every night, regular like clockwork. They kick and beat us, take our rations, push our faces in the mud. I think there'd be some solidarity out here, but well, there ain't. Managed to hide the last of my coin from them so far, but who knows for how long. Best to spend that coin on a good sword. Okay. Right. Wants a blunt point. Okay. Yes. Maybe this is too much. Which is the cheapest? Yep. That's what I meant by like just extending the thing. And now he wants leather. 2 leather as well. So all we need to do now is change the thickness. Let's go to taper width. He has no speed whatsoever, but this guy doesn't want any speed. And he wants a blunt end. It's So weird looking, but okay. What he wants. Stands a little straighter as he tests the weight of the blade. Perfect! I have a fucking club! You should see the blunt, rusted daggers those boys wave around. This will real fear into them. Thank you, Smith. Maybe my kids will get to eat their food tonight. Got some gold. Level 4. So next thing we need to get is the curved blades, because that's what the main mission wants. At some point, whenever that gets unlocked. We only have 3 points, so... You think I can scrap, or no? Saddle Brown is new. I'm not sure I ever got that, but apparently... Got it right now. Oh, I'm out of steel. Jesus. Can't take any of these missions because we're out. I can do, I guess, 3 of these missions to get an extra, like, 30 bucks. I guess we'll do that. Why is it always the same sword here? You noticing that? We won't increase the sharpness, so... It's not increasing the sharpness. Cross section, maybe? There we go. It's the same weapon, like... Why? These things being mass-produced or something? I don't know. Yeah, so you gotta do the cross-section and then that first. Okay. Makes more sense. Okay, so this is at least a different looking sword. Is this curved or is it just me? Oh, it's curved as fuck. Okay. We're gonna have curved unlocked yet. Alright, so we need sharpness and regular point, and weight needs to be fixed by a ton. He came down a little bit with that. He's supposed to be a one-sided blade. Kind of like a katana, almost. I need to get the sharpness up, and I don't really see how to do that. Okay. Problem is, the weight's non-existent now. This is changing the balance. Fuck. Not sure why that was adding just a block randomly to the tip. That doesn't make any sense. How do I change the weight on this bitch? Is the fat front end, which I don't think is what they were going for, but the weight's gone again. I don't know what this is doing, but weight is going up technically from this. This is gonna look like fucking weird when I get this fucking blade finished. God. Blade. This is much better now. Is it? It's fucking weird looking. Probably a different way, definitely a better way to go about doing that than what I did. So we gotta spend money on a bunch of hey, $10. Got 8 points. I can't put towards anything, so it really depends on. I really need to find a job that drops like steel. Really, here's 5 steel plus 1 of these. This is a good job right here. This one's 6 steel plus 1 of these. I think that drops even more. And then 5 gold. I think I'm just. I'm in the need of steel. Really, getting extra leather on top of it's not that bad. Ooh, I'm gonna need wood soon too. Fuck me. Shit. Walnut brown. Do I have walnut brown? Can I save it? Save before I do that, because I want to take the mission, because if you take the mission and you start working on it, you technically run out of steel. I could take this thing, do the thing, and sell the gold for the money, then buy the stuff, but... Walnut brown, Smith's Companion, just leather in general. Guess we'll try this one. How many do you do? It's a secret, my friend. Is this guy a cannibal? I'm not gonna ask any questions. So whatever is the cheapest. 300 grams for that is like, no thanks. $60. We'll have the one check mark there. Walnut brown is the only thing we gotta put on there. Brown. Yep. What we needed. Secret relic. He's gonna kill people and eat them. That's what he's doing. That's what they're implying anyway. I'm gonna pretend that's not what he's gonna do. Right? Give me 13 steel. I'm back up to 26. We're almost out of wood, so we're gonna have to go buy some wood. And I'm having like money problems, and I'm having a bunch of problems. Alright, so we have 99 bucks. So we need to buy some wood. Back up to 20 wood. Now we're broke again. Okay. Griswold. Need a sword? What kind of sword are you after? Something that'll make him think twice before bothering me. He's bigger than me, but a good blade evens odds, doesn't it? Alright. Alright, so... change the length. I was wondering if it's like even worthwhile to even make the blade wider. Or not. Ability did from lion. Given that, I'm confused. I don't know what this is. Okay. Saddle brown. Okay. Then I want to go to that's it. Blade length is still barely there, but it's there. Blade is not sharp. Blade's not what? It can become sharp. But okay. It's a blade in his dirt black hands, immediately testing its sharpness against the thumb. My blood trickles down the grime, smiles with satisfaction. Okay. Maybe near a tree. Thanks, Gravedigger. Appreciate it. 8 wood, got old tools. Level 5 officially. For blades, something like that. Steel. Guess that's the end of the day for us. Oh, we're getting attacked. Giant bat-like creature. And knowledge. Yep. Walk helplessly. Lead people to safety. I guess we'll do that. Try that. Failed that one too, even with 3 things. But yeah, a bunch of people just died. Evil monster. And I failed both. I wonder if I could technically reload it. Like, and just retry that again. Think it's possible? Nope, that's not it. I have to go literally. I have to go back the whole next day for that. And you have to play through the whole day again. I didn't know that was gonna appear, so we do this one and this one. We can do 2 jobs, so that's 76 plus 99, or not, yeah, 99 versus just 68. Actually, I think doing these 2 jobs is way more important. Probably not gonna have enough amount of money. Where did my money go? I remember being broke. I'm broke though. Before we end the day to save. That one's a really long blade. Gotta put a guard on the thing. Whoopsie. Okay. Suits my purposes. It suits his purposes. Let's go with that. So enough to do one more. Follow me lately. Watch the old trees. Alright. Well, we'll give you a weapon. I don't even know if I have enough minute. Oh, no, I don't. I believe real quick. Back to this dude and spend most of the money I just made. Could sell these for 55. That'd be better to sell that to him. Just buy the iron straight up. Not of money again. So all the money I literally made just went to really do that. Doing that. Went a little too far. Point, make it sharp. Okay. I want the impact to go down. Basic leather on it. Okay. That's it. Base weapon relief. Her eyes are set within deep circles, though she slept for a week. Ghosts everywhere. Sleep with it close at hand. Second shadow shows themselves again. I'll be ready. That'll help with extra steel, extra wood, extra silver, which we'll need later. Hopefully we won't have to buy those. Might have to buy more gold, though. I think we need like 4 or 5 gold, something like that. Alright, we reached level 5. Get that. Get that. Unlock. Save game. Now let's end the day. Alright, investigation. Look to the sky! I've never actually done look to the sky, let's just try it out. Failure. Watch helplessly. Get people to safety. Success! You rush to the camp, around the camp, grabbing survivors, shaking them free of terror's grip, direct them to shelter beneath wagons, rocky outcrops, anything more substantial than a tent. The camp is vast, you can't protect everyone, the slaughter continues unabated. We stay, people! Let's go! Okay. In the carnage, a woman with a patchwork sprawl hurries towards you, her face pinched and gaunt. She dragging a small girl by the hand. Don't know if you remember us, Smith, but you kept my little on your safe last night. Without you, we wouldn't know what we have done. First 3 coins in your palm. Don't have much, but this is all I can give. I can't accept this. With difficulty, you managed to convince the woman to take the money. Luck be with you, Smith. Thank you very much. We're now inspired. Look for Shev. Find her standing outside her tent, clutching forearms, eyes fixed in the middle distance where the creature had vanished. Doesn't notice your presence. You alright? Not gonna be alive, I guess. What was that thing? It was a Valgorth. Valgolth? Okay. Hope you're right. Did you lose anyone you knew? Yep, it looks like the Monders just died. It's like no matter what option you do, they die. Damn, even saving people doesn't matter. Man, I was hoping they would survive. So it looks like a mob's forming at the gate. Obviously, no one wants to die again. Just watch disaster unfold. Guards fan out from the gate, trying to keep the loud refugees or the shouting refugees at bay with their shields. Usual attacks won't work today. One by one, the refugees draw swords. Sharp blades glitter in the morning light. You recognize your own handiwork. Drop the weapons or... Head in the throat. Okay. Well, we have 6 points. You can't do the Griswold mission now. So points. So whatever gives me the most money and steel, I guess. That'll give me a little bit of steel and some money. This will give me gold, which I think we need, because that one-term mission's coming up. We're going to need, I think, silver. I think we're going to need 4 gold, so I think we should do the gold one then. Yeah. Let's do this one. Okay, so one-handed materials, leather, point. Okay, got it. Point again. Curvature, sorry. Curvature. Which you could curve. Nope, you can only make these smaller or longer. Oh, we don't have the ability to curve these yet. Okay, never mind. Pommel. Some leather. Structured leather versus smooth leather? What's the difference between structured leather? I don't know. Done? Yep. We're good, the blade or two in my time. This one's special. Thank you, Smith. Okay. Instead of this looking smooth, it looks like there's actually leather there. A little bit of grip, I guess. 2 gold, 1 gold tools. So the gold will definitely help when the guard captain will try to make her a sword. Gives me more steel. $10, is it worth it? I guess every little bit does help, right? Okay, so I gotta angle it like this just for the vertical to see what I'm looking at. Okay. Alright, balance is way off. I'm not even sure how to even fix that. Like, where do I go? Narrow grid. I don't even know where to begin. There's the sharpness. Okay. How the fuck do I fix the balance on this thing? It's too damn wide. That's not really helping. How big is this thing? Oh. Okay, we're done. That's what we need to actually do, is the thickness. Okay. Alright. Well, we're back to $120. Probably need more steel for the next job, but well, $100. Go to the camp and check out what's going on with the camp after the monster attack. Okay. Listen to. Oh, this guy lost his family by himself now. You out. Okay. I'm out of the tent. Rough Hand sees you. Looking around, you see the full squadron of guards have ventured out from the outer gate, led by a woman with pinned black hair and severe glare. She's standing over your anvil, contemplating it with unreadable expression. That's him, Sarge, the one who's been arming the applicants. You recognize a fellow as the guard who spoke at the outer gate. There's a tree over there that looks good height for a noose. Shall we get started? Wait, what? Guard was killed on the rights, and 2 more in the infirmary. All thanks to you arming this rabble with blades beyond their station. You're the one who told me to prove I was a blacksmith. Shut up. He's ready to say more, but his commanding officer raises his hand. The guard shuts his mouth instantly. Where did you get the idea that we're going to hang this man, Corporal? But Sarge, the guardsman is dead. Someone has to pay. Applicant who killed Briggs has been slain, along with 6 accomplices. Justice is done. If we blame the smith, what's next? Find the man who dug the ore and kill him too? Sarge! Yeah, this guy for some reason hates us, and I don't know why. One more word out of your mouth and I'll have you flogged. You were supposed to be on the lookout for a swordsmith, and now I see that there's one under your nose, and who knows for how long. Rank and competence. You'll have no use in Aaron's keep if you're an untalented smith. Make a sword for me, something I'd be proud to have on my hip at the parade grounds. If I'm satisfied with the quality, then congratulations, Aaron's keeps new as swordsmith. If I'm unsatisfied, maybe I'll let the corporal here hang you after all. Bring the sword at the outer gate when it's done. Okay. So, I probably need to buy some more iron, so let's do that. Like I said, I just don't have enough real money to keep buying more of these. I want to buy more. The heavy hand is what we needed. Back up to 30, I guess. Might need to come back for gold. Not 100% sure, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. Twisted steel. What? I knew that was the case. I would have bought it before I... Twisted steel, $100. I'm going to have to sell some of these, aren't I? Not gonna be enough. Fuck. That's enough. Ah, I'm out of money. Save. Start with the length, as we always do. Slightly curved blade. Yep, slightly curved. That's all I needed from that. Arrow tip. Go. And now we're just gonna get the sharpness up. Worry about that once we get all this stuff on it, so... What else do I need on it? We need 3 of them. Two-handed. Oops. It's not... What? There it goes. There we go. Here's the two-handed. End cap. I guess I can put that on there. Okay. I don't know what those are for, but that happened. Alright, so now it needs gold and silver. Okay. Enough silver. Darn it. Or XP, thanks for follow. I'm just short. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Just chilling, just trying to figure out how to finish this blade. It's just this much short. I really don't want to add one of these. What is this? What is this? What is... Can this be added anywhere or something? Oh, it can be. We can angle it up a little bit, that'd be swell. What's the rotate? Oh. And can I make this out of silver, I guess? There we go. Now we have enough. Get the polish level maxed out. Oh, gotta make sharpness. Let's go back. Okay, so how's the stream going? Slow. I'm slow. I'm pretty sure it's gone like no viewers. I don't know what it is, but lately on my YouTube shorts, I'm getting like 0 viewers. I don't know what the fuck the problem is. Yeah. Yeah. If you're here to ask if I'm willing to buy your art, the answer is no. I have money for that. Okay. Now we can offer. Blacksmith. Hopefully this sword's good enough. of action points, we're out of money, we're out of everything. Out of steel, we're out of wood. Like, we could sell, technically, the silver, I guess, a little bit, just to get some more money, but, like, we are out of everything. I guess we'll just end the day. And then go to the outer keep. You just real quick. Actually, 8. What do you want? I finished making the sergeant's sword. I'm gonna see you swing one day, worm. Hopefully today. It's like, what? What is your problem with me, man? I haven't done anything to you besides ask if I can come in once. I don't know what this guy's problem is. Acceptable. Official decree of the crown sanctioned under the grace of the masked king. I declare you're worthy of stepping into the role of Aaron's Keep new swordsmith. Thank you, praise be the masked king. Aye, well indeed. Yeah, she was looking for me to praise the masked king for this. Like, okay. Get out of here. Alright, I guess we'll just walk in and just hope for the best. There's the smoke and morning cook fires trace corkscrews in the sky. The dawn air is filled with hum and bustle of the city. So we're finally out of the one area. We're into the actual keep. This west directions. And I actually got a success, even though I have no toughness whatsoever. It's 65% chance. And I don't know how I got it with 0%, 0 towards toughness, but I've got it. I'll take it. We have plenty of blacksmiths, just not swordsmiths. Okay. This guy used to be a family of a blacksmith, like a son of a blacksmith. Keep in debt so he can't become our assistant. Okay, we're here at the arson quarter. Thank you for guiding me here. Received 8 leather from the guy. Okay. Alright, this is our new blacksmith shop. Or weaponsmith shop. Or new place with our forge. Door yawns open, spilling sunlight into a long neglected domain of dust and cobwebs. Rats skitter away into the shadows. Alright, check the storage area. Got 50 steel, 20 leather, and 30 wood. No, we don't have to go buy that stuff right away. Have a little bit to actually start up. We need to find an ironmonger who can keep you supplied with good steel. Carpenter who can supply wood, and someone who sells decent quality leather. Drop some posters. No one knows this place is open for business. Now what this they'll do. Cutting edge blades at cut rate prices. Okay. Alright, so we have a level. So we can put towards something, engraver. So we can bend those. I don't think that's absolutely necessary. I know there's some people that want engraving, so we'll get the engraver like right away. Alright, so we have a little bit of money. We have or no money. We have a lot of enough parts to do something with. So we want to go and do stuff with the thing factions. I'm not sure what the faction reputation gives you, but that gives me way more gold. Holy shit! I'll take that 200 gold. 200 gold here, 200 gold there. All right, so this was two-handed, broad point, sharpness level 3, impact level 3, material wood half and half, regular point. 220. Sword essentials, which we have. Wait, do we have sword essentials? How do I know? That's being cut off, so I can't tell. I don't know if it's. I don't know which one it is because it's being cut off from the top. Well, that sucks. We might have it, or we might not. No idea. To save, because this one has just way more, like, getting reputation is good, but right now I think I need the money. So, I'm not sure if I have this. I think I had, like, Twisted, but I don't think I have Sword Essentials. I think that's probably what it is. So, I don't think I actually have this one. Well, let's see if we actually have it. What's I do? Okay. He's going to go into the wastes, which people are trying to flee from. He's just going to go into them. Okay. There's one regular point. Then cross section. Wrong. Back to the point. So we want to go to this thing. Six wood versus 4 wood. I think that's it. Steel. Straps wood, disorder of his belt, movements are automatic, muscle memory for decades of service. 3 days ride to the mines, 4 if the weather turns. Good luck. We're gonna die. But that's his business, not mine. Alright, back to having some money. That's good. Alright, so this is still shit money here. Can't really do anything with what I currently have. Like, I guess I could just do these just for the little bit of XP. It's like the XP I get is like negligible. Money's negligible as well. Like, I don't even know if it's worth my time. I should probably just end the day. Alright, so we want to go to Alright, so we want to go to the den because we want to get the Citadel up and running. Let's go to the den. Tavern. Fish got a success. Okay, that'll give me the Citadel. Am I real? I don't know, maybe. $20 to buy everyone around. I don't think it was worth it because I think it's the same amount of reputation. I was hoping to get more reputation, but apparently didn't. Apparently our guy is just so focused on this freaking head. Is this real? You guys think it's real? Like, is it real? Got a little bit of reputation from the crows. But I think we should have gotten the same amount of reputation if I didn't spend $20. So, there's that. Alright, we can go back to this guy. So, modular thinking, heavy hand. We want to get heavy hand. And then, probably don't need to grab more iron for now. Let's just take what we need and get the hell out of here. I think he only has one book left, so once we get that last book, we're going to have to go back to him. Well, he does sell gold and silver, so I might have to go back to get gold and silver from that guy, because I don't think the other guy technically does sell gold and silver. $170, $140. Pendant, which I can't remember how much that was worth. We have 8 points, so we can do 2 of these missions. I guess we'll do the 2 with the most on a gold, so my guess. I'm not sure how much the pendant was worth. It was like $70 or something like that, which I don't think will compensate for that. First one's heavy hand, which we just bought, so we'll have that. Strongly curved blade. Alright. Greetings, good smith. I am in need of a fine sword wearing my hip, something that benefits my station. Okay. Strongly curved sword. Okay. Yeah. Right, got the strongly curved part done. Gotta do the point. Holy shit, that thing's huge. What she said. I'm using 31 steel for this thing. Holy shit, bucket. It's gonna be most of my steel right there. Recommend my services. Okay. Earn $72, ruined helmet, heavy shackles. Pigment, alabaster. That's that question mark. Probably should do those question marks more often. Alright, so we don't have enough steel, that's for sure. So let's go and buy some more steel. Might actually be able to get that last book from him too. Get that last book from you, and then we'll just buy all the steel we can. I run money. Could sell these. Okay, we got all the books, so we don't have to worry about that. Granted, the other guy we go to, when we get the iron for the next guy, he'll have books himself to buy, so there's that. 140. I don't think this is worth money. Mendy. My name's Hendy. I thought this said Mendy, not Hendy. Okay, my name's Hendy. I need a sword I can pay. Given his height and broad shoulders, man's voice is pitched incuriously high. His filth-spiked beard and dirty nails give the impression of a man of whom hygiene is an alien concept. No idea what the hell that guy was talking about, but okay. Curvature is needed. Speed needs to go up, so we'll have to figure that out. There we go. That's actually increasing speed. Okay. Giggles and slashes it wildly, forcing you to duck out of the way. Let's come. Okay. Points, we can't do anything with it, so I guess we'll just end the day for now. I want to go to the square. Failure, which doesn't make any sense because I have like 4 diplomacy, and yet I failed it. Cool. Here's Lucas. We try this again. I have success. Not sure I could try it again. Cool, got a new vendor. Update just ends. Okay. Cool, so we got a second vendor. Let's see what the other vendor has available. We have 2 books, clean closures, and plated grips. They're only $50 each. I might just buy both. Say fuck it. Seeing if there's anything new popping up with these. Okay. Okay, so we have 8 points. We have no money. Here's a special thing. $60 from that one. I'm not sure why I would want to do this one versus this one. $70. So yeah, those jobs that had way more money to them aren't available today. For some reason, I guess. I'll take the question mark then. I have 8 points. I could do 2 gems for $120. I think the question mark is probably needed. Oh, I'll take the question mark, I guess. Need a blade, nothing fancy, in fact, not memorable in any way. Oh, you want pigment black? Okay. Holy shit, he wants a long sword. He wants a speed 2, but he wants a super long sword, which kind of gets counterproductive. How long this thing is, Jesus. What she said. I get the speed up somehow. Just getting the sharpness up. Fuck, do I increase the speed? Didn't increase the speed at all, did it? Okay. Well, that worked. Takes the blade quickly, checking its weight, edge, and practice efficiently before sliding it into a concealed sheath under his jerkin. Correct. Unremarkable to look at. Okay. I wasn't here, you didn't see me. Okay. Leather boots, heavy shackles, 2 rude helmets. What was the question mark? Just an extra helmet on top of what it was? Well, that was interesting. I was hoping for some more than that. Should've took the money then. Fuller. Don't know what this does. Alright, we're out of iron. 9 versus 6. Great. Back up 24 though. We're definitely gonna need wood. Should probably go to the wood person then. For the night. Even though I was gonna go talk to Citadel guy. Dang it. Gonna be out of wood here soon. I guess we can wait 1 extra day. This doesn't really do anything besides the meat. He's still trying to check to see if this is actually real or not. Alright, now I gotta make her a sword to keep her safe. Great. I'm running out of wood. Not enough to start. Yeah, I need 9 points. Like, why give me a job that I can't even do? Like, how do I start it? How am I supposed to get 10 points? I don't know. Am I supposed to get, like, well-fed or something the day before? Maybe? $100 from you. Earn $22 from you, plus a question mark. Sword essentials, leather, 2 mobility, 3 peens. I don't know what that means. I think I have peens, though. An arrow point, one-handed. Should be able to do this. What happened to your ear? New sword spinning in the air, and my assistant was throwing me a 4th. Crowd loved it, but the pommel on the 4th sword loose, as it turned out, flew off mid-air, leaving all the weight wrong. I didn't catch it, caught me. Did you pull form after that? Show must go on. Okay. Produces a leather cord from his vest, stretching it between his hands. This long exactly, weight balanced at this knot here. I can work with any style, but balance must be perfect. Okay. Balance is the hardest part to get right. The thing is, there's no actual balance thing limited to this, so... What's a narrow point? Even though he wants them swinging at him. How much is this? 300 versus 92. I'll take the 92. It's way less steel. The fuck is a peen? Okay, these are peens. There's leather. Save my career, Smith. Try not to lose any more body parts. Okay. I'm not sure how those peens would be feeling in the hand, but okay. Gave me wood. Definitely could use more steel for sure. Ooh, she has a book. Swords of the East. Okay. I'm gonna call that good for the day. Not sure we're gonna be doing. Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing this game again in the future. I don't know. It doesn't seem like anybody's interested in watching. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be the stream. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, please hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me, push, from Kick, Twitch, or Rumble. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.